The future of smartphones will be a hell of a lot cooler. And that's not just on my imagination and my word, that's on basic knowledge about today's technology and tech company claims. I mean, we're already seeing a huge advancement in modern technology, but are those advancements gonna be a lot more advanced? So today I'm going to be breaking down why I think the future of smartphones will be awesome into 5 parts. But with a twist, I am going to be eating sour candy while I break down my thoughts. This is going to be painful. So these are not that sour, so I'm gonna eat a bunch of them at the same time. There's a lot of the sour thingies. Oh god. I'm so sorry. Not that sour, but number 1, the processor. The processor on smartphones nowadays are already powerful. It's so powerful in fact that it outperforms the PS4. But it's not perfect because in some aspects it's still lacking. Like battery consumption. Of course, the battery is already big enough, but the screen is also big. The processors also create a lot of heat. Like the phone I'm using right now, the iPhone XS. When I play games or record for kind of a long period of time, it will start to heat up immensely, sometimes slowing it down and just making the phone lag. I can't even do shit. I think the future of smartphone processors is that it will have 10 times more power or just 5 times more power, but it will consume less energy and create less heat. Numero dos, the screen. Screen on flagship smartphones are already big enough. They're also very high resolution and also pretty dang bright. Like for example, the iPhone 13 Pro Max. It's not the brightest screen out there, but it's the top dogs. At its full potential, the iPhone 13 Pro Max can reach up to 1051 nits. Like I said, it's not the brightest screen, like the Xiaomi Mi 11 Ultra, the S21 Ultra. The most of them is 1600 nits. That's a lot of nits. Also, Sony phones don't get a lot of credit because their flagship phones have 4K displays and a pretty tall aspect ratio like the cinemas. But I mean, who even watches videos in 4K? And unless you maybe have like a very expensive TV or a expensive gaming monitor, like most people watch videos and movies at 720p to 1080p, I think. But beside all that, I think the future of smartphone screen is that they are going to get a lot brighter and a lot more high resolution. But I don't think it will get any bigger because it's already big enough at 6.7 inches. It's big. Number 3, the folding phones. Oh my god, my mouth is watering so hard. I'm not gonna lie, folding phones are really cool and mesmerizing. I mean, who would have thought we could bend pixels and let alone make the complex structure of the phone waterproof? The Galaxy Z Fold 3, in my opinion, the perfect folding phone. Like I said, it's waterproof, and it has the S Pen support, and the screen is just like it break. And what I mean by that is, the Galaxy Z Flip 3 has a lot of complaints and a lot of like reviews saying that their screen is broken within like a week or maybe a month of using, because Galaxy Z Flip 3 requires you to open it a lot more to watch your contents because it doesn't have the Apple screen like the Galaxy Z Fold 3. But people still prefer Galaxy Z Flip over the Z Fold because I think when unfolded it's still a normal form factor than the Z Fold 3, which is a little bit thicker and a little bit bigger, and not a lot of people want a bigger screen. So it's a win-win for Samsung. Numero cuatro, the battery. Some smartphones on the market right now already have a huge battery that could last around a day and a half if you use it normally. And also a phone that the battery could last up to a week. But we're not gonna talk about that. Hold on, my mouth is... I can't use my mouth. I'm stop eating sour candy for a second. But because the batteries in our current phones right now are still using lithium ion or lithium polymer batteries, it means that over time, the battery will start to age and decay and eventually just die. Also, lithium ion and lithium polymer batteries are extremely dangerous because if punctured or exposed to high levels of heat, it could go kablooey and it could die.
This is iPhone.
And I think the future of smartphone batteries is that they are gonna start using solid state technology. What solid state technology is basically, it's a battery technology that uses solid electrodes and a solid electrolyte instead of the liquid or polymer gel found in regular batteries. And those buzzwords in a nutshell means in lithium ion batteries it uses electrolyte water for the negative anode to move to the positive cathode. But the problem is the electrolyte water can go kaboom like the Galaxy Note 7, but the solid state battery replaces the water with a solid material or a hard material instead of a liquid. And what that means is it's not flammable and can't go kablooey, and I think that is the future of smartphone batteries. It's also more reliable and can last up to 10 years. I don't know what this is. It's Japanese. Must be good, right? Japanese is good. Hope so. That's not sour. It's a mixture of oranges. I thought it was salt. Salt and orange. Wow, that doesn't taste good at all. That's a grape. Oh, that's a potato. That's baby powder. Baby powder everywhere. Number 5. The cameras. The cameras on current smartphones right now are wonderful and just extraordinary. I mean, just take a look at the 108 megapixel sensor on the Galaxy S20 Ultra, a phone from a year ago. But it's not just the sensors that are doing all the work. Image processing also comes into play. Get out of here. Nowadays, image processing have become so powerful that you don't even need a very good sensor to have a pretty decent looking image. Like the iPhone 13 Pro Max's camera, it can easily compete with the Galaxy S21 Ultra's camera, despite it having a huge gap in megapixel numbers, just because Apple's image processing AI is so damn good. But I think in the future, Apple is going to use a much better sensor than the 12 megapixel sensor they're using right now, and Samsung will use a way higher res camera than the 108 right now, maybe even reaching up to 200 megapixels. Who knows? They have said it. There's an actual article. They have said, oh, we have created this sensor right now that has 200 megapixels. So what is my final conclusion? Well, I think the future smartphones will be way more technologically advanced and might just be cheaper. But those words are coming from a 14-year-old idiot, so who knows? It might be more expensive, but there is only one way to find out, and that is by waiting for technology to get better. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for just clicking on it. Goodbye. Oh, this is supposed to be a bit. Oh no, my hands. That's baby powder. More baby powder. My room is filled with baby powder.